Hello class, I welcome you all to this session. This session is about features of planning. So last class we have discussed the steps in planning process and the concept of planning. This class we are going to discuss the characteristics of planning, which is nothing but the features of planning. The first feature is planning focuses on achieving goals. Now, why do you require a plan? First of all, to achieve a goal. Okay. Um, I'll just read this. Specific goal or objectives. Now, goal is otherwise called as objectives, are set out in the plan along with activities undertaken to achieve the goal. So we have an example here. Okay. You know what, Mr. Mukesh Ambani, the chairman of Reliance Limited, he has a plan. He had a plan in August 2019 to make Reliance debt free. Debt free. So I'm going to show you a video right now. So observe the video carefully so that we will discuss this case study. So it will be useful for us to understand what are the features of planning.
Achieved its targeted net debt-free status after announcing a 11th investment in Jio Platforms on 19th June. In his address to shareholders at the company's 42nd AGM in August last year, RIL Chairman and Managing Director Mukesh Ambani had spoken about the roadmap for Reliance becoming a net debt-free company by 31st March 2021. Now, RIL is 9 months ahead of target after raising more than 1,68,818 crore rupees in just under 2 months. The company has raised rupees 1.15 lakh crore through equity investments in digital unit Jio Platforms and another rupees 53,124 crore from a rights issue. At the end of March, RIL had a net debt of rupees 1.6 lakh crore. On 18th June, Saudi Arabia's PIF, one of the largest sovereign wealth funds, became the latest marquee name to invest in Jio. PIF picked up a 2.32% stake in Jio Platforms for rupees 11,367 crore. It has thus joined the likes of Facebook, General Atlantic, Silver Lake, Vista Equity Partners, KKR, Mubadala Investment Company, Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, TPG and El Carterton. These investments value Jio Platforms at an equity value of rupees 4.91 lakh crore and an enterprise value of rupees 5.16 lakh crore. This spate of fundraising in such a short period is unprecedented in Indian corporate history and globally as well. The rights issue was also the largest in the world by a non-financial entity in the last 10 years. 24.7% stake in Jio Platforms. The company also said that it is looking to list Jio and Reliance Retail within 5 years. After the announcement, the share price of Reliance hit a record high in the early trade on Friday.
So did you watch it? So you come to know that Reliance wanted to convert itself as a debt free, and it has achieved the target of converting itself to as a debt free company. So how it was able to do it? Because of the right issue that is being done during the lockdown period. It was phenomenal on the part of the company, because it was able to raise so much of crores at this point of time, which is really very challenging all across the globe. Okay. So, and many of the global technology oriented company has invested in Reliance. So this is a plan. So this is an outcome of a proper plan. So planning focuses on achieving objectives. Yes, what is the objective? The objective was debt free, and how it was able to be possible during whatever may be the circumstances, whatever may be the situations prevailing in the business environment, but it was able to do it. Yeah. So the second feature is primary function of management. Planning is a basis of all other functions of management. It is primacy of planning. See, all the other functions of planning, even organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, all these process of management also require planning. Okay, it also requires planning. It is not, planning should not be seen as a independent element. Planning also will be a element in organizing, in staffing. That is, what do you want to organize, how do you want to organize your resources, how do you want to plan your recruitment process, your selection process, all these things under staffing. How do you want to issue direction towards the employment of funds, or how do you actually want to control the organization, what is the plan for doing it. So planning has impact on all the features, all these features under the process of management. The third point is planning is futuristic. Obviously, why do you plan? Because it is for the future, it is not for the past. Past is dead. Okay, you have the present as well as the future in hand, but planning is only for the future. You have to do something in the present so that you will achieve your goal in the future. Okay, so what is planning? Looking ahead and preparing for the future. So it means forecasting. You have to forecast for the best advantage of an organization, because if you forecast only, you will know what are the opportunities, what are the threats that may be there in the organization, okay, or what are the threats that is there in the external environment, then only you will be coming to know. So planning is futuristic. Now fourth point, planning is pervasive. What is pervasive? Can you see this diagram? Top, middle and lower. Planning is pervasive, means it is prevalent in all the levels of the management. So planning is required in all levels of management as well as all departments of the organization. It is not only for the top management. Many of the students may think that planning is done only by the top management. That is not true, because the top management issues the policy, that is true, but how it has to be planned and executed will be done by the middle and the lower. The execution, day-to-day task planning will be done by the lower level, day-to-day task. Middle level maybe will be focusing on monthly, half yearly plans, and top management may be focusing on long term planning. Okay, so planning is prevalent in all the three layers of management. See, it is not a task only for the top management. If you think that it is only the task, now in board exam you may be getting a question that planning is done only by top management. Is it true? The answer is false, because planning is done at the all levels of organizations, all levels of management. That is only true. The fifth part is planning involves decision making. Now planning is choosing the best alternative among the various alternative course of actions. You may have a lot of choices, but what is the right choice for you, that only you can take. Okay, that is most beneficial for the organization, that only you need to take. So planning involves planning involves examination and evaluation of each alternative and choosing the most appropriate one. Involves the examination. You examine, literally you analyze what are all the various alternatives. If I choose this alternative, what is my outcome? If I choose the second alternative, what is my outcome? What is the best outcome, you have to choose. Okay, and evaluating, okay, in terms of money, in terms of cost, in terms of price, you in terms of risk, you evaluate things of each alternative and choosing the most appropriate one for the benefit of the organization should be the motto. So it involves decision making. This part is very important, because if you do not know how to decide, then the whole part of planning itself cannot be successful. Okay, so sixth one is planning is continuous. Now what is continuous? Planning can be um, monthly, yearly, daily or weekly. Okay, at the end of one plan, a new plan are drawn on the basis of new requirements and future conditions. As human beings, we have a lot of needs, we have a lot of wants. Okay, needs are essentials, wants are luxuries, they call it, right? So if one need is satisfied, you may have another want that can be converted as a need for you, and that will be, you will be planning for attaining that. Okay, for example, if a business wants to expand and grow, it would have reached, say for example, it wants to grow to a 1.10 billion worth business. Once it has achieved that target, the next target will be to grow even bigger. So it's like you plan continuously, planning will not stop. You plan continuously, you try to finish one, you plan for another for your future based on the new requirements and the future conditions you plan. Okay, so the last one, that is planning is a mental exercise. Now what is this mental exercise? It's not mad. Okay, it's like mental exercise means it involves application of mind. It involves application of mind. What is that? Mind, you have to foresight, you have to have foresight, you have to have intelligent imagination. Don't say imagination, how we can be intelligent. You should be realistic and practical in your imagination also in terms of business world. You cannot say during the lockdown period, unless and until you have some you have done your hard work previously, like Reliance Industry or something. You if you have a strategy, you can say very well, but if you do not have a strategy during the lockdown period, you cannot say that we will grow into a big business house during this lockdown period where business is struggling to actually cope up. You should be realistic in the outcome. So intelligent in imagination is very important, and sound judgment, you should have a sound judgment whether this plan will work out, what are the various steps that needs to be taken to achieve this outcome. So it involves the application of mind. It is an intellectual process. Many people can plan, but only few people can execute the plan successfully with utmost grace and precise. Okay, so it's like many people will know beautifully, they will plan, including me. Okay, even I will also plan beautifully, but execution, when it comes to execution, it's like though I will try to finish it up, it may take some more time. Okay, so it depends on the situation. So it involves application of mind. Okay, so it involves foresight. You need to have foresight, you need to look into the future, how the future is. Based on that, you need to plan things. Right now business should plan for survival, not for some business may be planning for profits, but some business, majority of the business will be planning for survival only. The second is, it is an intelligent imagination. You should have an intellectual imagination. If you imagine only, you will be able to achieve things, they say it. So third one is the sound judgment. You should have a sound judgment. So look into here. Planning requires logical and systematic thinking rather than guesswork. You cannot do guesswork in planning, because planning as a definition itself, you have to define what is the task, how you are going to achieve the task. There is no guesswork of how you want to achieve the task. You have various ways and methods of achieving the task. You have to select one best method and follow it till the end, you achieve that. In life also, even in your career, even in when you're doing a higher education, you have to plan and execute a lot of things in your life. Even in life we have to plan for many things. in order to be successful and happy. Okay, so planning is one important thing. So we have finished what are the features of planning. So I'm just recapitulating what are the features of planning that we have looked into. First one was planning focuses on achieving goals. Then planning is a primary function of management. Planning is futuristic. Planning is pervasive. Then planning involves decision making. Planning is continuous, and planning is a mental exercise. Okay. Thank you class. I'll see you in the next video.